then, Sun Yan arrives and immediately defends him. She explains that the fish were already dead before Sheng entered, and that she had gone to find the teacher. One student argues that she is only defending him because they are close. The student continues insulting Sheng, saying nobody would be surprised if he had done it. Throughout all of this, Sheng remains silent, but hearing him being falsely accused makes Sun Yan furious. She suddenly starts throwing books at the student. As a result, both of them end up being punished. Later, Sun Yan asks why he never defended himself. Sheng calmly replies that nobody would have believed him anyway. Back in the present, Sun Yan returns to work. Unfortunately, things only get worse. The editor-in-chief scolds her for embarrassing the company and explains that Sheng's company had to help cover the situation. Then he delivers even worse news. Her monthly bonus is cancelled, and she is no longer allowed to attend the training course she wanted so badly. Instead, another employee will take her place. Although Sun Yan desperately begs for another chance, the editor-in-chief refuses. When she learns that her colleague has been chosen instead of her, she feels completely devastated. That night, Sun Yan sits alone drinking and thinking about everything she has lost. Meanwhile, Sheng's assistant notices that Sheng doesn't seem well and suggests skipping an important dinner event. However, Sheng refuses. Just then, Sheng receives a call from his mother. She is worried because she cannot contact Jin. Trying to calm her down, Sheng says that Jin probably misplaced his phone. However, his mother scolds him for not seeming concerned about his younger brother. After the call, Sheng returns to the office and uses the phone he normally uses while pretending to be Jin. Disguising himself as his brother, he calls his mother and claims that his phone battery died. Only then does she finally calm down. Later, after taking his medicine, Sheng attends the dinner. During this time, Sun Yan talks about Sheng's past and the things she has observed about him. She says there was a time when she wondered what emotions felt like for him because he always struggled to express them. Then she brings up the goldfish he once cared for. She reminds him that when the fish was dying, he desperately tried to save it because he didn't want to lose it. Everyone called him a monster who couldn't feel emotions, but according to Sun Yan, that was never true. She believes that Sheng has feelings just like everyone else and simply struggles to show them. Despite hearing this, Sheng tells her that he cannot give her another chance. After saying that, he leaves. Once he is gone, Sun Yan can no longer hold back her emotions and starts crying. A little later, Sheng returns to pick her up. However, Sun Yan refuses to leave and tells him to leave her alone. Even so, Sheng gently but firmly takes her home. While returning, he comes across Sun Yan's diary. After reading part of it, he becomes curious about what happened at her workplace and immediately asks his assistant to investigate. Back at home, Sun Yan is completely drunk. She keeps complaining that she hasn't removed her makeup and therefore can't sleep. As a result, Sheng ends up helping her remove it. But while he is doing so, Sun Yan suddenly starts crying again. Feeling defeated, she asks why she is so unlucky and why everything always goes wrong for her. No matter how hard she works, she somehow always fails. Seeing her vulnerable side, Sheng tries to comfort her. He tells her not to worry because everything will eventually be okay. Then he surprises her by saying that she still has him. Hearing that, Sun Yan shakes her head and reminds him that their agreement will end in 3 months anyway. Sheng doesn't know how to respond. Instead, he asks what he can do to make her stop crying. Still crying, Sun Yan admits that she doesn't know. The next morning, Sheng discovers that Sun Yan has prepared breakfast for him. Feeling embarrassed about the previous night, she apologizes and explains that she drank too much because she was upset. Sheng advises her not to rely on alcohol whenever she feels stressed. During breakfast, Sun Yan suddenly asks about his mother. The question catches Sheng off guard. Sun Yan explains that she won't be attending the training course anymore, and since the contract marriage was connected to his mother's health, she started thinking about his situation too. Sheng reminds her that she once said she would never give up on her career. Sadly, Sun Yan replies that she no longer has a choice. Sheng reassures her and says that his mother's condition is already improving. When the time is right, he plans to tell her the truth. After hearing that, Sun Yan says she should probably tell her own mother the truth as well. Meanwhile, back at the office, the editor-in-chief is scolding both Sun Yan and her colleague. He points out that Sun Yan was late for the interview, while her colleague failed to gather any useful information. The colleague immediately complains that Sheng only answered every question with simple yes or no responses. Just then, Sheng's assistant arrives. To everyone's surprise, he announces that Sheng has agreed to an exclusive, in-depth interview with the magazine. The moment Sun Yan hears this, she becomes excited. Then the assistant walks over and asks if she is available to conduct the interview immediately. As a result, Sun Yan finally receives another chance. Soon afterwards, she meets Sheng for the interview. Instead Instead of a traditional interview, she suggests visiting an escape room together. She believes that observing him in different situations will help her understand him better.